Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, this topic that we're going to talk about is going to be something that my sister went through, and she's going to be giving her insight on it and how she felt and I'm here for moral support.
Yeah, guys, I suck at doing this. I still can't get used to the fact that I'm talking to a camera.
Yeah.
I
mean, I still am like kind of awkward when like talking to a camera.
Alone?
But like, yeah, I'm here for moral support, and just to kind of give like my input as well as like how it affected the family, what she went through. What we're gonna be talking about today is Bell's palsy. So I'm guessing she'll give you more of like an insight as to what that is.
Yes. Okay, guys, so I used to have Bell's palsy, and basically what that is when half of your face gets paralyzed. For me, it was my left side that goes paralyzed, and so when that happens, it just droops. A lot of people, when they get it for the first time, think they're having a stroke because these symptoms are very similar, but it's not that. It's just when the face itself gets paralyzed, and that's Bell's palsy. This happened to me twice already. The first time was when I was like 10 or 11, around there. That's when I got it the first time. And then the second time it was recently. I think it was about 2 years ago.
2 years ago, that's right.
It was on January 6th. Was it 2017?
Yeah.
I think it was 2017, January 6th, 2017. I got Bell's palsy in January, and so there is no medication that can take away your Bell's palsy. The only thing that doctors could recommend is just a lot of therapy. They gave me steroids.
Yeah.
They didn't know, like,
what was a steroid supposed to do?
They gave me a steroid. I'm not even too sure what that steroid is anymore. They didn't say it was gonna help me. They're like, this might help, and they gave me the steroid.
But the steroid, what was it supposed to do? Like,
so Bell's palsy, it has to do with your nerves. So your nerves stop working, like, completely. Like, you can't move anything, and this side just like will droop, and so you can't even, like, the eye won't close or anything.
Oh, okay, yeah. And there's also like I remember you used to take like vitamins for it. Like garlic vitamins, I think.
Oh yeah, there's like stuff. Those are natural remedies. So that's what we looked up, like, on our own, besides what the doctors told us. Because the explanation that they gave me was, you have Bell's palsy because you're a person that gets Bell's palsy, and that was their diagnosis. That's how they diagnosed me. And so, and the second time I also got shock therapy too, which was not fun at all. That hurts so much. But I'm like, it's crank it up because we need to get this fixed.
It was like electric currents going through your face, right?
Yeah, especially like when they would get to the temple.
You would see her face shaking because of how much it was like hurting her.
And they would put like this pad on here, and whenever it would hurt so much, my arm would just start like shaking. Like, super bad. That was very painful, but they say that was going to be the most effective therapy that they could give me. So I went through shock therapy on my face, and then my family would also
do daily
like daily massages, like at night mostly, because I wouldn't come out of my room.
And it's not like it's the face, right? It's the face that gets paralyzed, but also relaxing, like her whole body was good. That was gonna bring like the nerves in her face back to life, like the Celine Dion song. You brought me back to life. To life from the coma. Shh. Anyways, So yeah, like when that happened, like all of our family just came together. I remember we would all just like jumble up on her bed because she would be crying and so depressed, and we would go and cry with her. Because it was something like really out of our hands. We couldn't really like do anything about it. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't fix it for her. Like it had to go in its own time. Like it was gonna go away.
Like therapy,
we didn't know when.
It's not a race. It's a marathon, and that's basically what it was. When I was 11, I think it got better in like 2 months. But when it happened to me the second time, it was a longer recovery. Even now, like you could probably tell, like in videos or when I'm laughing. my face still isn't, like, this side works a lot better than this one.
But yeah, like going back to how it's like a whole body thing, so like also relaxing your whole body, we would all like give her like nightly, like every night we would give her a massage, and she would just lay down and somebody would have her arms like doing stuff like that, somebody would have her legs, um somebody would have her face, like just like massaging her and like trying to relax her.
Yeah, because they say, yeah, the three main reasons, well, third one is not what doctors say, it's what my abuela said, but we Mexican, okay, we got our own, like,
we have our, what do we call it?
there's son dichos, like, we have our
own, we diagnose.
Our own diagnosis.
Yeah.
So, what the doctor said, it could be stress or it can be an infection. So, they couldn't really tell with me because I had gotten a sinus infection right before the Bell's palsy happened. So, I got the sinus infection and then,
you got it
I don't know.
After that.
Yeah, no, so like, we went out one day, it was cold. We were out one day and I remember, like, I have it on video where I was recording on Snapchat and it was my younger sister, Asia. And I remember, like, I have it on a video where I'm like, my face feels weird, right? But at the time, I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was like, oh, my face is numb because it's so cold outside. And then that next day, I woke up and I went to go brush my teeth. You know what? I just realized, guys, I probably slept with one eye open that night and I didn't even know.
Oh my god.
But I went to go brush my teeth when I woke up. And, you know, like, you put the water and you, like, spit out the toothpaste foam thing, and it just, like, fell all over me. And then I was trying to call my mom, but when my left side is paralyzed, you literally cannot do anything with your face. You can't taste your food, you can't talk, you can't taste anything. Like, food would go on this side, I didn't even know it. Like, I'd be like, okay, there it is. But you can't talk, you can't smile, you can't even blink your eye won't close. Like, there's literally, it's dead. Like, this
to
eye.
have like eye drops constantly because your eye would get really dry.
Yeah, it doesn't even produce like water. Like, it's just like, if you, like, people with Bell's palsy, if they don't manage their eye with eye drops, they can end up losing their eye. And so, I remember I was trying to call my mom that morning, and I couldn't even call her because my lips would not meet, so I couldn't say anything. I couldn't call anybody. And so I just, like, I went to my mom, and I was like, I think I have Bell's palsy again. And my mom, like, didn't want to believe it, and she's like, show me. And I would just cover, like, half my face like this. I'm like, I know it's that. And she's like, show me. And then it was that, because I couldn't say mom, ba, like, I couldn't talk. And so, what was I going with this again? Something about the diagnosis. Stress. Oh yeah, what I explained that morning.
Yeah, but you were saying that there was like, it was either
stress,
an infection,
in
and then
my
what
nerves.
Wela said.
And then what my abuela said, of course, is that I went from hot to cold. So.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's true.
I think so too, but then again, we Mexican.
Or like she said, when she got it when she was younger, my abuela would always get mad at us, like if we were to take a shower and go outside.
No, andar caminando descalzos. Walking around with no socks.
I mean, but also going outside. And I remember
when it was cold.
Yeah, no, just like even if it's hot. Like, I don't step outside if my hair's wet. If it's hot, cold, fresh, raining, I don't step outside. Well, that's stupid. Like, raining, you're still like outside. Anyways, if your hair is wet, my abuela would say that if you step outside, that
se te va a enchocar la cara.
Yeah.
Your face is
so when she got it the first time, my abuela was like, por eso te pasó eso, porque
but I mean, it's just like
pelo mojado.
It's a Mexican diagnosis, so can we really be sure? Because it's not like what doctors say, it's what they grew up saying in the ranchos. Because whatever the rancho, so my abuela grew up on a ranch, gave birth on hay, so you know, Mexican hay. No, but those are basically the three main reasons that they gave me. And as far as like Bell's palsy, it's like, don't think it's like, oh, something easy. Like, it's so hard, mentally and physically, because I remember I would get, like, I cried every day. I was depressed really bad. Like, I lost so much weight. I was so skinny, guys. But I did not get out of the room for like what, 3 months, I did not step outside of my room unless it was to go pee or for them or shower, and then for them to like go massage me, and even then sometimes they would come to my room. That was the only time that I would step out of my room. Like I isolated myself. I wouldn't even like to be up because like if I was hungry, I couldn't eat because it would fall out, and I would have to like hold my mouth like this. And if I wanted to drink something, I'd have to hold my mouth. If I wanted to talk or anything, even just to cry, like it would just be through one eye, and then I would start crying more because I'm crying through one eye only. And it was really hard mentally,
And
like
also,
mentally, like you want to do these things and you know you're capable of doing these things, but physically, it's not gonna happen. And even with all the therapy, like it isn't anything that gets healed in like one day. Um, like my
months.
family, yeah, it took what I think it was like 4 or 5 months. And even then, like again, my face still isn't exactly like how it used to be. The first time that it happened, like when I healed, it was completely back to normal. You couldn't tell. I'm not even too sure if people can tell now. I'm pretty sure they still do. But like even when I smile, like it's not exactly the same as my right side. This brow still did. Don't move. Don't go nowhere. Um, Even the way like the creases in my face will not match. Like it just you can tell a little bit, but like I still thank God. Like it was so much worse. Like there's some pictures you can't really tell because I'd always be like using my good side to take pictures. So there's this one. You can kind of tell, like, you can see where my face is drooping. Of course, again, I'm using my good side. But you can see where it's drooping on the other side. And so, like, but yeah, it was like, from, not even there, like, you can't even tell, like, how bad it was. It was a lot worse, especially, like, my siblings don't, like, do it in a bad way, but, like, when I would, like, move, like, your face looks funny, like, way off, like, so they can't help it, but, like, I would just laugh with them, because then I saw what I looked like, and that was hilarious. But, you need a lot of love, like, a lot of love and support and prayer, because there's, like, this is out of your hands, like, you can't do anything about it, and it will bring, like, it's a heavy load to carry on your own, so I thank God that I had my family, even though I was so depressed, like, it could have been.
And it took a toll, like, on all of us, like,
Mm-hmm.
we felt bad, and we couldn't do anything. My mom went through a depression, because, like, I mean, that's her daughter, she felt like her hands were tied, and that's her mom, like, she couldn't do anything, so it took a toll on the whole family. I remember I would, like, go in bed and cry with her, because I felt so bad, and I couldn't do anything. Wasn't it the time when I was, like, starting my YouTube channel, like, with all the singing videos? It was, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I remember, because I remember I would, like, go film and then go lay down with you, and then go film again and go lay down with you.
Yeah, no, you just, like, it's.
You need a lot of love, family, prayer.
Because God healed me twice, guys. Like,
number one thing is prayer, always.
Like, I didn't think I was gonna get better anytime soon because it was taking so long for anything to happen. The camera stopped recording me. Get like 30-minute tapes, increments. It takes a lot of prayer, at least for me. Like with any like obstacle that gets thrown at me, to just have that connection with God, like just is important. It's what keeps me going majority of the time when I feel like I have nothing to hold on to.
When like life just like does that to you, and then it's like you get up and it's like nope.
Yeah.
You get up again. It's like no.
Enough of your hand.
No.
Descriptions.
That's when you need God the most.
Yeah, but basically it's like when you feel like you have nothing to hold on to at this point. I just keep telling myself that God is always like holding on to me, and
that's just like when she had Bell's palsy. It's like
and everything.
for like everything. I was gonna say something and I forgot.
Yeah, but no, it's really hard having Bell's palsy. It isn't anything easy to go through. I mean, I was in a depression for 3 months where I did not set foot outside of my room, and I lost who knows how many pounds. I got so skinny, like skin and bones, like.
Yeah. And by the way, this is like her story, like what happened. Like to her when she got her Bell's palsy. Like,
Mhm.
not everyone who gets Bell's palsy goes through a depression and loses all this weight and becomes skin and bones, and not everyone, that doesn't happen to everyone, but it happened to her, and she just wanted to, like, tell y'all her story.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because there can be people that.
Don't swing the cone.
That's right. Because there can be people that feel that way, that can relate to how I took it. Like, as being older, I was more self-aware of.
Than when you got it when you were 7.
Yeah, like the way I looked.
Yeah.
Like at that point, like, you know, my hair is red. I do my makeup, like all that stuff. Like I was aware of the fact that my face looked funny, and like I didn't want to show it. But it's something that's really hard. But you're gonna get through it. It isn't anything permanent. And I've heard of some cases that can take years to get better, but they get better regardless of how long it took.
Yeah, like you'll get better.
Mhm.
It's just different time frames for
You just gotta,
everybody.
yeah, you just gotta tell yourself like it's a marathon, not a race, and that's what I had to accept it as it is. I couldn't speed up the process, but being depressed definitely did not help my situation. It was really hard, and I guess at one point, like, because I had my family so much, and I had God, like, I one day I just, you know, tell myself, you gotta get up. And I went and I found a job at Wendy's. And
Me too.
And she came with me. But that was like the first step because I would not go anywhere. I would not set foot outside my room. So I was like, I gotta get up. I gotta keep going. Like, being here is not gonna help my situation. At least, you know, like if I'm working, you know, bringing in some money, like might as well. So I found a job at Wendy's, and that was when I think I found the job in March something, the beginning of March. It wasn't too far off from my birthday. It was in the beginning of March, and the first, I guess like
Customer?
No. Customers always noticed it because, guys, I literally went to work with only half of my face. Like, it was still drooped, everything. It was so bad.
I remember that.
But I had to tell myself, like, get up, like, get going, you got to go. I mean, that was also the Lord's Spirit in me, like,
yeah, but
fighting.
She's also a very strong-minded, like, person. I personally would have never been able to do that. Like, get up and go. Like, I still struggle to do that. Like, with my anxiety, I'm not going to rant about myself. But, like, with my anxiety, like, even, like, you know, like, I can't leave the house, right? Till the day. The only time I leave my house is to go to work. And I come back and I stay here. Now, sometimes, you know, my parents will go, like, to the stores, and we do that as a family. That's just something we've always done together as a family. I'm sorry I'm going off topic. But,
finish it, sister.
but yeah, it's like with my anxiety, like, I can't even go outside the house. Like, when do I leave the house?
Never.
I never leave my house. Never. And I like it. Like, I like my house. Like, especially, like, in Texas, y'all, there's, like, so much shootings going around. Like, in West Laco,
El Paso.
El Paso. Like,
some random one just out of nowhere started shooting. It wasn't even, like, in place of it.
Yeah, and, like, people are actually dying. Like, 10 people died at this most recent one. I don't know, I think 5 in West Lapo or something. Something
There's
like
a lot
that.
Of deaths going
There's
on.
a lot of, like, shootings going around, especially here around where we live. And that stresses me. Like, I haven't left the house since.
At our mall, they went
Oh, yeah,
to
they
go rob
were,
a jewelry.
Yeah.
And we live, like, less than 5 minutes away
like,
from it.
Yeah, like 2 minutes.
But they were morons. Like, come on.
I know. I don't think I've left my house
since that incident.
No. I've always been, like, a homebody, but, like, when was the last time I got out of the house? Well, Saturday. I went to work on Saturday, at 6:30-ish. I went to work at, like, 6:30 in the morning, came back at 6:30 at night, and I haven't left the house since Saturday night. Because, I was at work. That's the only reason why I left the house. But since then, Sunday, Monday, I have not left the house. I haven't. I can't, like, oh my gosh, it gives me so much anxiety, like, just to think about it. My heart starts going bum, 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 bum. But I'm working on it.
Yeah, you gotta get up at some point. Like,
before I was only part-time at work, and I switched to full-time, so, I mean, that's, like, an extra 4 hours I'm out of the house.
That's baby steps.
Baby steps, and it's like with my anxiety, that's my little rant story. But like with her Bell's palsy, like she baby steps, like she got a job even with her face like that.
Like literally, like customers would be like, "What's wrong with your face?"
They would be
"What's wrong
so
with
rude."
yours?"
I know, and I'm like, that's my sister. Like, what's wrong with your face? Your face is like ugly.
No, I know. She would get like a little
I would
feisty,
get really
but I would just
mad.
explain to them. Like I would just explain to them the situation, like what was wrong with my face, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you get better." But at first they were like, "Why?"
Like, they would just directly ask her, "What's wrong with your face?" Like,
yeah,
that's rude. Don't do that.
I mean, but you know, people are curious. Like you have to learn to accept that. Like especially when you look funny. Like that was like I don't look funny all the time.
I would probably just be like,
No,
and walk away.
No, I had to come to accept that. Like if I was gonna be putting myself out there, like I have to accept that they're gonna be asking, "Hey, why doesn't half of your face move with the rest?" It's like it was really obvious. Like again, like even now you can probably tell, but I guarantee you it was 100 times worse than what it looks like now. And I think I did like a wonderful recovery compared to what it looked like. So
Yeah.
all glory to God for that.
But till the day, she still drinks like anything with a straw because her face was paralyzed. She had to
for
drink.
4 months.
She had to drink like, if she would use a straw, which most of the time you had to use it. Well,
Yeah.
we're a straw family here. We buy like the big boxes at Sam's of straws, and we just use straws for all of our beverages. Had nothing to do with this, but anyway. She would like use a straw and she would like put it on the side of her mouth, like
The working side,
Yeah.
the right side.
the one like that, and she would like slurp like this.
Because I couldn't. I have to hold one side and slurp with this
Until
side.
the day she still drinks her. As I was saying before my sister interrupted me. What is it? I forgot.
From
Oh
the
yeah,
left
yeah.
side.
Till the day she still drinks her, like when she slurps from a straw, she uses it with the side of her mouth.
I don't. It's
She hasn't
that
changed
for
that.
5 months. It was like that.
Yeah.
But I forgot what we're. Oh yeah. Well, you just gotta get up. Like it's
Get up and
hard.
go.
It's hard to take that
That's what
first
Joyce Meyer
step.
said.
It's hard to
Get up and go.
It's hard to take the first step, but once you get going, like you just start going with the flow. You get a roll on it, and
Like the domino effect. What?
Okay. But I was at Wendy's when my cheek twitched, like out of nowhere. It was like,
Oh yeah,
this.
I remember. I think
I
I
was
was there,
working.
right?
Yeah, I don't. No,
Yeah.
I called. I was working the night shift.
Oh, I
You
worked
would work
the day
morning.
shift, yeah.
So I hated morning, especially the manager that worked there. But you're watching this.
No shade.
No shame.
But there is a palm tree here. That's not us.
No, nothing personal, but damn, you're hard to work with. Anyways,
That sucked.
so I always preferred night shift, so I would work from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. depending on how bad the store was. But what's it called? I was working and I went to go. I think I was like cleaning the restroom. My cheek twitched. Like I saw it in the mirror and I didn't like believe it at first. I was like, no. I'm imagining things because it's already 5 months and this
Yeah.
side is still dead. I'm like, okay, whatever. And it was just like out of nowhere. I told you, like I was working and I saw it twitch and I did it again and again. And it twitched, and I remember, like, I called my mom,
You
and
were
I was crying. I was crying because I was so happy because I guess at that point I stopped, like, paying attention to it because, you know, at work, it was a good environment as far as, like, the people that we enjoyed ourselves with, not with the nincompoops there at work there, but with, you know, the ones that we got along with, which was majority of them. It was a good environment. Like, they knew my face. I guess they got used to seeing that it looked funny. But we had a good time there, and I guess like that helped not focus so much on what was going on with my face. And so I noticed that, and I couldn't believe it. I called my mom crying, and shortly after that, it was just like one thing after the other. Like, you know, the cheek twitched a little, and then my mouth started smiling more, and my eye would close on its own, and I can put my lips together, like, you know, say mom or ball or robber, like, you know, stuff like that. And after that twitch, everything just fell into place after, like, as far as like my face getting better. And it was just 5 months, which probably doesn't sound like a lot, but when you are
going through
that, it seems like it's the never ending 5 months, and and every day stretches out longer than it has to, and every night and every second. And it was just really hard, but like that the best thing that you can do is just surround yourself and put yourself in a good environment, because when you're laughing, you're not crying. And when you're with people you love, you're not focused on being sad, and you're not alone. Like, you just have to be with somebody and have that support. And if you don't, like, just go to God. Like, you can't see him, and I'm not gonna say you can't feel him, because you can, and I have. And I know some people like don't feel worthy of turning themselves like to him, but
He's a merciful God.
That too, but God loves you regardless of who you are and what you've done and what you're going to do, because God knows all. He loves you regardless. You know, with all your flaws, scars, like, just turn yourself to him. And if you have nobody, turn yourself to him regardless, right? I mean, you're going to find everlasting love there.
In a lot of our trials, that's us, at least us as a family, that's what we turn to the most. It's always God. Like, we put all our trust in him. If something bad is happening, we trust that this is the plan that God has for us, and God doesn't give us more than we can bear. So he knows Alexis is a strong woman, so he gives her a lot. On the other hand, God knows I'm a little weak.
No, I don't think it's God that gives you.
No, I don't. But I think
it's mainly like, as far as Bell's palsy, I did nothing to like get that, right? But you know, it happens. It's life. It's not skipping in the meadows 24/7. But that helps a lot. Like, you need to have a good environment, a safe environment, a loving home, and just have love and happiness, because that's what got me through my Bell's palsy. And it could be like a very frustrating time as well. But again, it's a marathon, not a race, so you can't speed up the process, but you can enjoy yourself through it, as hard as that is.
But yeah, guys, that's basically her story. She just wanted to give you her input as to what she went through, how she felt when she had Bell's palsy. I was here just to let you know a little bit, because I really wasn't talking that much. It was mainly her.
Just that you can get like a little insight on how, like, that part of my life, and then any of those who have it. I mean, you're good. Don't stress about it. You're gonna get through it. You're gonna make it. Just keep on going.
You're gonna make it happen.
But yeah, that's it. We are ending this video. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Like this video as well. If you have any comments, go ahead and leave that down below. And we'll see you in our next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
God bless.
You didn't put any makeup on, did you?
No.
Yeah, because you got the crossword puzzle all over your face.
What do you mean? What crossword puzzle?
What?
He's saying I have crossword puzzle on my face.
Frankie, leave her alone.
What does that even mean?
Vicky, why didn't you even listen to him when he said stupid remarks?
What did he say to you? He's like, you're not wearing makeup, right? I'm like, no. He's like, yeah, because you have crossword puzzle marks on your face.
What do you mean?
I don't know. And I'm trying to figure out, like, do I have acne? I'm trying to fix them, but I just, like,
Let it go.
oh,
Seasons change and I love when go.
run away, run away, run away. Never.
Let go. I got a feeling that it's time to let go.
And I
let
bet he
it
says
go.
it right.
You thought that it was
Let it
special,
go.
special, but I forgot the picture that I was gonna show. And
We'll probably show when it's time for it.
it's time for
Oh my gosh, go
Gotta
to the
go
picture.
get that now. Barabay.
BRB.
This is the Family of Bad channel. So, I have a niece, and he's right in Mom's room because he doesn't be quiet a lot. Like, this is, like, not surprise to me. Kiki channel is a listening Kiki channel. I know we do this all the time, but, I'm just staying here because,
happened on January 6th.
Stop! Stop!
Baby girl.
If you're not gonna be quiet, you have to get out, or I'm gonna step on your shells.
Savage bitch.
Don't worry, silly.
Se tiene que salir porque no sé.
So, okay, you have to get out. Go. Then shush. Don't even talk to yourself.
Sally is my most impersonal friend. I will always
Oh, boil it, cook it, and eat it.
You do a good job. Yes. You do good
Stop, stop.
He gets worried about him when he's not there. I still think they're poopies.
She said I still think they're poopies.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So
To-
today's video is gonna be a bit different. So well, I'm recording by myself now just for a minute because my sisters need to record the video, and you can see that I'm gonna color my lashes today. So let's get started. So color your lashes, about that, yeah. Just give me a second, okay?
Doria, déjame hablar. Por favor. Sorry, you wanted me here in this video with you. No sé más que estoy hablando, déjame decir. Okay, go. Yes, me olvidó. What was I even saying? Go.
And I looked in the mirror and
I do
this
not
part.
miss that job.
I do.
Oh my
Endless nuggets, burgers, Coke. Gosh. I mean, they paid $7.25 an hour compared to what we're getting paid now. Right? Wouldn't go back to it. But dang, do I miss the food. I love food, y'all. As you can see, my double chin says it all. But
You know, I don't get what you say. You said it a couple times. It's a marathon, not a race. What's that mean?
so races, it's like you get from your starting point to your end point. Boom, boom. Marathon's long distance. So it takes a while before you get to the end.
But it ends eventually.
Exactly. Both Palsy.
Oh, okay. Oh.
She made the connection, y'all.
Connections.
Connections. Shout out to Mr. Clark. No, but